Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Before we begin, a couple of things I want to go ahead and mention. Number one, sorry that there had not been a part for this series for a couple of weeks now. My recording schedule got a little bit knocked off track, and it's been a bit of a pain for me to go ahead and get this series in particular back onto the schedule for recording. Two, I've actually already recorded this part and the next part last night. But as a result of an error with OBS, specifically that for some reason the audio track that I have set aside for just my microphone was not recorded. For some reason it was unchecked in OBS's recording settings. I don't know why, but it was. As a result, my microphone was not recorded at all. Again, I do not know why that is. I have completely separate profiles for live streaming and recording Let's Plays. I have zero clue as to why it was unchecked. All I know is it was. So yeah. But nonetheless, we're back. Let's go ahead and begin. These episodes might be a bit on the shorter side as a result of me already knowing how this is basically going to go. And basically me already having an idea of how I want to, or where I want to end. I want to end basically where we left off in my last recording session when I first recorded these two parts.
Think carefully.
So first things first, we have to kill Pratt here. Who are you? I've been expecting Saravok, not some ragtag band. We're the mercenaries who've been causing the Iron Throne so much hurt. And also, let me get my timer started, because I actually forgot to do that. I thought as much. You won't get by me and my band without a fight. Well, you can say that.
Thy temper shield.
Damn you. You were a bit slow getting in there, Naira. So let's kill... Oh, no, his spell got canceled. Never mind. I was gonna say let's go and kill him, or we're gonna have to magic missile him, but his thing got canceled. Fuck. Wasn't able to...
You're a clear fellow.
Okay, well that guy's dead. Now, issue is that a lot of our guys are confused, so I kind of, sort of,
Really not in this.
don't want to get into a fight. That's kind of a problem we're going to have, is that our guys are sort of going to try and murder themselves, and I don't have a way of dealing with confusion. If they were feared, I have things for dealing with that, but I don't have anything for dealing with confusion.
For the fallen!
Now they're really trying to murder Naira, which sucks.
Give us victory!
Honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and restart that, because that's not going to work out well for us in the slightest.
My blade will cut you down to size!
Again?
I want somebody to get up on that guy.
My turn to save the day.
Okay, you have been stunned, which is annoying. Ouch. God fucking damn it. And the annoying thing is, the fucking order for these guys is honestly annoying as shit. It really is.
I'll do it!
Think carefully.
Try this again.
Yes?
You guys can fucking do this right. I know you can. We've done it before.
I've done had enough. As you direct.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Now he's gonna do his whole magical gate bullshit. We're gonna kind of just let him do that because it basically does us no harm. God damn it, Nera, your fucking auto attack. I really hate how sometimes the game decides to have auto attack work and then sometimes it doesn't. Good job, Nera, you were... God damn it, you were way too fucking slow. I don't know why you took so long to actually use your damn wand.
Only take me to
Fucking A, game. We literally had no fucking trouble when I did this last night, but for some reason today the game's like, fuck you, I'm gonna give you as much trouble as I possibly can.
With caution.
By Tempus' shield, if Tempus wills it.
I'll do
You're
it.
already dead.
Nature serve for the group.
I'll do my best.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
My turn to save the day.
The thing is, I need... Jesus Christ, what the hell is happening to me? No? Fucking A, game. This is the first time I've ever seen him cast that fucking spell. He literally never did it last night.
If Tempus
He was only ever casting...
Stand
Or he
back
was always just stuck in melee.
this.
He literally never once casted a spell, except for that first attempt of his. But for some reason today, the game's like, no, I'm gonna fuck with you. He's gonna have a completely fresh moveset all of a sudden.
Can I help you?
You're a queer fellow.
for the group.
Actually, go ahead and just cast that on me.
As we direct, 'tis a fine day to die.
Yes? Yes.
We're actually gonna go ahead and back off because he's about to cast his fucking... Why the hell is Boar here not in melee? You know, what with the whole... Somebody is literally fucking smacking him in the face. Why the fuck is he not stuck in melee? What the hell kind of bull is that?
By Tempus' shield!
Like, seriously, game. Usually you do a damn good job of understanding, oh hey, they're in melee. They're not going to be able to use their spells. Or, you know, their ranged attacks. But for some reason this time you're like, no, I want him to use ranged attacks, even though he should not be doing it. He should be prioritizing the fact that somebody is standing right in front of him and smacking him with a fucking sword.
My turn to sit.
Game bullshit that he's still hitting me, considering he'd have to be hitting me through a wall, which he just can't fucking do.
Stand back and watch this.
Oh, really? You're not gonna let me just go ahead and leave? Why are you guys struggling to hit him? Seriously, why are you struggling to hit him?
I will not fall here. Now. Yes.
It temper's bad enough without you bothering me.
Yes.
Took you fucking long enough. God damn game. Fucking bullshit.
The end. Think carefully.
Nature is good as done.
I've done had enough of this.
If Tempus wills it.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but for some reason the game is just acting very fucking differently today. I have zero clue as to why. For some reason these guys are just
Think carefully.
being significantly... Neira, you had fucking line of sight. What the fuck are you doing when you're deciding, oh, I don't think I have line of sight. I can't do it.
Secrets lie buried beneath.
You have fucking line of sight. I know you have line of sight.
What is your command?
You can literally fucking hit him from there. I know you can. There is zero question about it.
Think carefully.
Hello?
My blade will cut you down to size.
Bothering me.
What you want?
You're already dead.
There we go. No more fucking spells for you bastards. Sadly, Branwen is currently stunned, so she's not going to be moving anytime soon.
Stand back and watch this.
And annoyingly, because of that, I can't do anything with her. And I'm the only person who can cast any heals. That guy shouldn't be able to cast any spells. Fuck you, game. He shouldn't be able to cast any spells. There's literally a silence 15-foot fucking radius around the central dude. There is zero fucking
with caution.
capability that he actually has.
For the group.
The ability to fucking cast that spell. No fucking way.
Think carefully.
By Tempus shield!
See, that's the annoying
Done had
thing.
enough
See,
of this.
I'm gonna be honest. Baldur's Gate is a game that I think is fun at times, but then it also has this bullshit where enemies will just seemingly get fucking BS rolls and shit. Things won't seemingly interact with them as you'd expect. And I think it legitimately takes away the fucking fun. Which is one of the reasons why I don't think we're going to immediately jump into the DLC, because I struggle to be able to say I want to play that right now. I really do. It really does make it to where it's not exactly fun anymore. It really does.
Nature's servant
I
awaits.
can but
If
try.
Tempus wills it.
It temper's bad enough without you bothering me.
Good as done.
With caution.
'Tis a fine day to die. For the group. Good as done.
Yes.
For the group. Give us victory! By Tempus shield! You've a task?
Because the reality is, just because this guy fucking cast some gate bullshit magic doesn't mean that he should be unaffected.
You're a queer fellow.
Why the fuck aren't you... You literally fucking had line of sight back here, game. What the fuck is that bull? Oh, god fucking damn it, this game.
With caution.
I expected this to actually be significantly easier tonight since I'd already fucking done it once.
Yes?
Apparently that's not going to be the case.
Carefully.
The game is actually going to legitimately make this more fucking annoying for some reason tonight. I don't know why. Literally difficulty hasn't fucking changed, but for some reason it's going to be more annoying.
I'll do my best.
My turn to
And
say-
I'm going to blame that partly upon just this shitty fucking line of sight system. It is so goddamn inconsistent.
I'll do it.
Especially with the way the pathfinding works to try to get line of sight. Like, Nayra, why would you think, okay, I don't have line of sight from here. The dudes that are blocking me are moving forward. So I'm going to go the long way around the rock. That way, me using this ability that would cancel out his magic attack is not going to happen in time because I'm deciding to go the long way around the rock, even though there is literally zero reason to go the long way around the rock. Because the guys that are apparently blocking you from getting in range are literally moving forward at that fucking moment in time.
Again?
What the hell did I cast? I have zero clue what the hell I fucking cast. I cast some magic of some sort.
Uh-huh. Stand back and watch this.
Damn. What is the plan?
What is it this time?
Me temper's bad enough without ye bothering me. No!
Damn. You require aid?
Thy temper's shield!
Why would you... Are you legitimately fucking trying to cast a heal spell when you're much better off using a potion? You're literally the one under active attack. Why would you try to use a spell to heal yourself? In what world does that seem like the best approach?
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
With caution.
Okay, now, that dude's gonna fucking die, and I'm not gonna give a shit. Because it literally takes more to give a shit about his death. What the hell is this pathfinding? Seriously,
Think
game.
carefully.
And now we get into the part
I've done
where
had
this is
enough.
absolutely boring. Because it is. It is 100% of the most boring gameplay that I have ever experienced. While playing Baldur's Gate.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Fuck you, game. I was around that fucking corner.
Think carefully.
I've done had enough of this. This way.
With caution.
Where the fuck are you doing, dude? Seriously, this pathfinding is fucking garbage.
I'm gone.
I'll do my best.
What you want? I've done had enough of this. There's something most unnatural here, and I want no part of it.
Now that he's been aggroed, what'll happen is he'll move over to here. To this central sort of gap, whatever, and we just do the same shit. We were literally just... Oh no, he apparently did not aggro him. That time I think we aggroed him, so he should now move. And this is basically what we have to do. This is, as far as I can tell, literally the optimal way to deal with this guy. It is boring to do, it is boring to watch, but they will literally immediately petrify you if you attempt to actually engage them in melee combat face-to-face. Or even ranged combat face-to-face. Any form of actual face-to-face combat will immediately result in your death. And you cannot send your main character, because if you do... God fucking damn it, he's actually not being aggroed for some reason. Or he's not moving for some reason. Literally when I did this last night, when they would get aggroed, they would move to this spot here.
My blade will cut you down to size.
But this time they seem to not be doing that. I don't know why. I have zero clues to why they're not doing that this time. But yeah, this is basically what we have to do, is we just fire various flavors of arrows at him. And I think he has something like a... I think the lowest hit I ever saw was like a 17. I believe that was the lowest hit that I ever saw. I don't know necessarily what we actually need to roll to get a hit. You know, what the lowest we can do to get a hit is, but bare minimum is a 17 from what I saw. But it might be a little bit lower than that for all I know. And so yeah, this is what I'm basically going to do for the next 10, 20 minutes, however long it actually takes to deal with both of them, because there's actually two. This is the advantage of Emo in having those boots that make her faster. Is that she's a bit more likely to be able to get away after firing the shot. And so yeah, you guys aren't going to be missing much. I'm probably going to go ahead and end this part in just a little bit, because this is all I'm going to be doing until I deal with them, and then we'll pick up next part after they're both dealt with. You know, that'll be the most exciting content ever. You know, I mean, in theory, because they don't seem to react to stealth, you know, they don't seem to be able to see through it necessarily. Maybe if I had, you know, a team with enough, some combination of rogues or the potions of invisibility, I'd be able to sneak past them. instead of killing them. But I don't got that. I only got, I think, like 2 or 3 potions of invisibility. We got a team of 6. And only one person who can actually stealth. Everybody else can't.
My blade will cut you down to size.
And that's the thing, is they will use Petrify on you even if you're melee. So, you know, this isn't a case of, oh, you know, you just gotta rush them as quickly as you can, and then when you engage them in melee combat, they're very weak or something like that, you know. You know, that might actually be a fun engagement in that case, but that's not how it is. You know, if I had to, you know, maybe pop potions or whatever to make my guys faster so they could get into melee range before they pop Petrify, I might think that this is actually a potentially fun fight, but it isn't that way. It is literally a case of stealth up, pop out, take a shot, run away before they have the ability to retaliate. It's oh so fun to play, and I'm sure it is oh so fun to watch. And it doesn't help that Emo in here doesn't have the best when it comes to hide in shadows. Her skill is only at like 30. So she's not too reliable at actually succeeding. Sometimes she'll get really lucky and she'll get it on the first attempt, but 9 times out of 10, I need to spam this like 9 or 10 times before she finally succeeds. You know, I don't know how many, you know, how each point in that skill affects the chance of successfully hiding in shadows. But, you know, if we assume it's 1-to-1, which obviously I'm sure it's not, but just for the sake of simple math, we'll assume it is. In theory, she should have a 30% chance of hiding in shadows, but she doesn't in actual practice. Okay, there's one dead and 7,000 XP across the group, which, you know, comes out to a little over 1,000 some odd. Because I'm pretty sure XP is distributed evenly, I believe. I don't know where the hell the dwarf dude who was following us was. When I played this yesterday, he decided to take the right path, and he ran into some spiders that I don't have any interest in dealing with. And as a result of that, he got murdered. Because I had 0 interest in dealing with those spiders. Okay, and then we go the long way back around to minimize his eyes on us. And, we literally just repeat this. So I'm gonna end this part here. I'll see you all next time after I've dealt with the second, basilisk. Quick reminder, if you want to stay up to date with the channel, I highly recommend you join the Discord. You can find a link to that down below in the description. And if you want to support the channel financially, the 2 major ways to do that are either via Patreon or Streamlabs. Take your pick as to what you prefer. Patreon comes with some goodies, such as early access to videos, while Streamlabs doesn't come with any goodies, but I believe the math works out that on an individual basis, on an individual contribution basis, Streamlabs is generally better than Patreon. But if there was a ton of support coming in at once, Patreon, I believe, ends up being the better one in the long run. But like I said, individually, Streamlabs, I believe the math works out that they are better. So, yeah, like I said, I'll see you all next time. A little bit of a... really not that actually that much shorter than the norm. But, yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Until then, a goodbye and a farewell.